3 consecutive victories for the Toronto Blue Jays, and my goodness, this seems like the Jays are doing a lot better now. Hey, 36-35 on the year with the 2-1 win over the Miami Marlins in Miami in Game 1 of the 2-game set. George Springer returns to the lineup today for the Toronto Blue Jays, but he's not really the talking point. He goes 0 for 4 in the ball game. Nothing really happens out in center field, but that's okay. Because coming into the ball game, really the thought is he healthy? I think we all know what we're going to get on the field from George Springer when he's healthy. The question is he? And watching him out there, watching him play center field, he looked okay, so that's great news. So the question is, can you rely on him every single day out there in center field? And I think that's going to be the talking point moving forward, but it's great to see him out there. Now, before we talk about this game, we hear before the game that Alek Manoah gets a 5-game suspension for intentionally throwing at, all in quotes, Maikel Franco, and Charlie Montoyo gets one. I mean, he served that 1-game suspension today, but I'm like, wait, what? We were all talking about how Charlie didn't do anything. We didn't even talk about how he didn't get off his rear and yell at the umpire, but he gets suspended for a game. Okay, sure. Now, if obviously Manoah's appealing it, and whatever the case may be, he might not even miss a start, the way this whole thing works out. So it might not look that bad, but it's just the premise of a 5-game suspension and your manager getting suspended for a game. It just baffled me. But let's get to this 2-1 win for the Blue Jays today, because Alcantara was on the mound for the Miami Marlins today, and that guy is electric. I mean, 99, Peyton corners, a 2-seam movement is just filthy. Like, his stuff is nasty. And the Blue Jays were off balance all night long. But at the top of the second inning, Jesus Sanchez hits a solo bomb off of Ross Stripling, and it gives the Miami Marlins a 1-0 lead. And the Blue Jays offense really didn't get going against Alcantara. They didn't get really anything going at all until the top half of the 6th inning, with Bo Bichette getting on because he got hit by a pitch. He steals second on the very first pitch after that. Then it seems like Alcantara had Bo all up in his brain because he throws a ball in the dirt to get past Alfaro, the catcher. Bo ends up at third base. There's only 1 out, and Vladdy's at the dish. It's a 3-0 count. You know Vladdy's got the green light. And what does Alcantara do? He throws an outer half pitch on the outer half of the strike zone. Vladdy, what has he always been doing all year long? Just taking the ball the other way, and he drills it past Aguilar at first into right field for a base hit. Bo comes in to score, and the Jays have tied it at 1. Obviously, Alcantara just pitching dominant the entire game, and you get to the top of the 9th inning, and obviously a new pitcher comes into the ball game. I forgot the guy's name. Either way, Biggio's on second with 1 out. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. hits hooks one. That's what I was going for. To left field, and the drops, and he goes all the way to the wall for a double. Biggio comes in to score. Gurriel in to double. In the top of the 9th inning, the Blue Jays take the 2-1 lead. Romano goes out there in the 9th, gives up a single to an infield single to Starling Marte, but he gets thrown out at second by Reese McGuire from his knees, and then Romano's like, all right, I'm just going to go strike three, and the next 2 guys, ball game. Blue Jays win it 2-1. They've won 3 straight. I don't care who they're facing. You got to face these teams. The Yankees, the Red Sox, the Rays. They have to play these teams. The Orioles, the Marlins. They got to play these guys. So all the record at the end of the season is just going to look, they're going to play the same guys. So if the Jays go out there and they do a job like taking 2 or 3 from Baltimore, and if they're winning the opener today, and if they can win the game tomorrow, they would have swept the mini 2-game set, and they would be 4-1 over the last 5 games. It would be 1-4 straight, and all the talk would be totally different. You got to do a job against these garbage teams. Why were the Raptors so good for years? They just lay an absolute beatdown on the teams down at the bottom of the league. And yeah, the record against the best teams might be kind of more evenly matched, as it should, but you lay a beat down on the teams that you should beat down, and that's where teams show what they're really made of, is against these terrible teams, just laying the beat down, playing good every single night. And we saw that today from the Toronto Blue Jays. Right from the get-go, Ross Stripling was spectacular. Was absolutely spectacular. He went 6 innings, allowed 2 hits. One was the solo bomb to Jesus Sanchez in the 2nd inning. He only allowed the 1 run, the solo bomb. He struck out 7 guys. He was painting corners with his fastball. He only walked 1. That is now 6 consecutive really, really good outings from Ross Stripling. And, I mean, he has been fantastic for this team. He has an ERA sub sub 2.5 in his last 6 starts. He has just flipped the script on his season. My goodness, we were talking about DFA candidate not too long ago, and now we're talking about, man, this guy's a staple in the rotation. We expect 5 or 6 good innings out of him every single night. It's incredible how a player can just flip like that. Reminds us a lot of Marco Estrada back in the day, how he was a bullpen guy, was all right, you put him in the rotation, and he just finds something. Now, obviously a little bit of a different scenario here, but my goodness, Ross Stripling has pitched unbelievable lately, and it's all because of location. He's not a guy that's going to overpower you with a 96, 97, 98, 99 mile an hour fastball. He lives in that 92 to 94 range. But if you throw quality pitches, it can play in the big leagues. And you're seeing that from Ross Stripling. The bullpen, they did a great job today. Now, I have a theory, and it's something that I've been working on myself. I do not watch our bullpen go out there and pitch. All right, today I didn't do it. The last game I didn't do it. I'll watch us bat. But then right when I know our starter's out and the guy's coming out of the pen, I leave, I don't watch. Because, hey, it seems to be working, so I'm just going to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Tyler Chatwood, he was great. It was an error on Vladdy, obviously, in that inning, but Chatwood doesn't cave in. He does a good job, goes an inning, no hits, no walk, gets a strikeout. Good job for Tyler Chatwood at the time, keeping it a 1-1 ball game in the 7th inning. Great job for him. Tim Mesa goes out there in the 8th and strikes out 2 guys. And doesn't walk about or no hits, no runs. A great job from Tim Mesa. And Jordan Romano gives up, obviously, the infield single to Starling Marte, as I mentioned. Marte gets thrown out, so erases that. But then he strikes out one. I think it was Aguilar. He struck out on a high fastball at 99. And gets, was it the pop-up or the grounder to end the ball game? I can't remember what it was to end the ball game. But either way, you won it. Romano picks up the save. Mesa picks up the win. And the Blue Jays get another W. I mean, it's so much more fun for me talking about a win and talking about positives, And let's get to the offense. Vladdy went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Why? Because the guy's a freaking nut. He's insane. I mean, I say it every video, but every time I watch him, it just baffles me even more. Because I watch him, I see he's in a hitter's count. I'm like, all right, well, let's see if he does something like this. Takes it the other way. What does he do? A line drive the other way, and he rips it. And I'm like, this guy's insane. Incredible. Vladdy once again another really good day. And Reese McGuire went 2 for 4 in the ball game again today. Look, I want to damper people's expectations on Reese McGuire. And people are like, what are you talking about? He's hitting 290. He threw a guy out today. Yeah, I get that. I do. How often is a guy from his knees going to be throwing out guys? Not very often. Reese McGuire has not been a very good defensive catcher throughout his entire big league career. Big throw out and big situation today. Not going to deny that. And yeah, he had a 4-hit game in the last one against Baltimore. Everything looks great. You're playing the Baltimore Orioles, and one of his hits today was literally a swinging bunt that was foul and kind of squibbed back fair that Alfaro didn't touch till it got fair. So he got some help there. But either way, look, the way I look at it is, he's getting on base. Jansen didn't, and McGuire's not hurting you behind the plate. So for right now, run with Reese. He might be red hot right now, so just run with it. But I have a gut feeling it's going to hit that wall at some point. Now, if it doesn't and he keeps going, then hey, ride the hot hand. It's just I'm not expecting it because we've never seen it. This guy was so close with a DFA candidate not too long ago, and people are now saying he's your starting catcher over Jansen when he comes back healthy. What about Alejandro Kirk when he comes back healthy? There's all those question marks roaming around. But no matter what, though, congrats to Reese, man. The guy's gone through a lot of craziness over the last few years, and we're talking about craziness on and off the field. But either way, a 2 for 4 ball game for him, and it was a good job for Reese McGuire. Now, let's turn our focus to tomorrow's ball game. Tomorrow night, 7:10 first pitch there in Miami, the finale of the 2-game set. Robbie Ray gets the ball against Trevor Rogers, and Jays fans are going to be like, well, Robbie Ray's been awesome. This should be a cakewalk. Well, hang on a second. Trevor Rogers, in 81 2/3 innings this year, has an ERA of 1.87. He has like 90-something strikeouts. This guy's been really damn good. So, again, the story of the Marlins is this. Their offense, not the greatest. Their starting pitching staff is really good. With Alcantara today and Trevor Rogers tomorrow, you're basically getting hit with their 2 best pitchers. So, let's see how the Jays are going to react. If Robbie Ray can give them a good outing like Ross Stripling did today, the odds aren't terrible. But we'll have to see how it plays out, though, tomorrow night. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game there this evening, smack the like button over. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. The Instagram page is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, you ready for this? Very shortly, Raptors edition. Oh, you heard me, because the Toronto Raptors got moved up in the lottery today. They were originally picked 7th, but they scooted on up to 4th, and that just puts them in a category that I am very intrigued to talk to you guys about. Very shortly, I'll be talking to you draft lottery edition as the Raptors obtain the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft. That video won't be very long. It's more or less, all right, we pick here. These are the teams above us. These are the 4 picks that we all dream of having. Who's your pick? Let me know why. That's what I'm going to go for in that video for the Raptors. I'll talk to you guys very shortly then. And as for the Blue Jays, as we talked about, the finale of the 2-game set against the Marlins goes tomorrow night, 7:10 first pitch. Robbie Ray on the mound for the Blue Jays. Trevor Rogers on the mound for the Marlins. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.